Okay, what it do? Bridging the Rock podcast, first episode of season 3. Back in this bitch, King Cut. We got Ed in the background.
Yes,
we in this bitch with J Rob from QC Media.
Yes, sir.
Second time around. Hey, I want to ask you something about our first interview we did. No, it ain't really nothing major, but it was like I thought I was expecting a little more engagement from it because of like y'all the biggest platform in the city. I think we do a pretty good job over here, but like, bro, that bitch ain't getting up with like 100 views. Like, and I'm saying like I thought it was a lot of good shit we talked about in there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I think like, what do you think that was? The result of like people just not really caring about shit, or?
Yeah, I think we just like everything. We still got to build up that whole YouTube thing. We got to get people tapped in.
Yeah, we're Instagram city here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just like the music. Like your music video on Instagram can get 8,000 views. I go to YouTube and that bitch got like 600 in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what y'all doing?
Right.
Like we need them YouTube views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we gotta bring them along.
That's
really all it is, bro. It ain't the content. It's just.
Yeah. I think it's a certain like Tampa's behind on a couple stuff. We're ahead on certain stuff too, but we're kind of behind on certain stuff too though. But I think we'll eventually get there.
Yeah, we're trending in the right direction.
Yeah. I want to talk to you about the original QC Media page, bro. What happened with that? What exactly happened with that?
I can't really listen, bro. It was December 17th, whenever Jake Paul was fighting down here in Tampa. So I'm in the club, like it's a Saturday night. I'm in the club, and I'm still scrolling, just trying to see. I was watching the fight in the club, so I saw the fight. I saw the knockout, and I'm like, oh shit. So I saw other people posting the knockout, so I'm like, all right, boom. I found me a little clip, posted it. I guess I was the lucky one that did the wrong thing. They was talking about copyright infringement or something. So
they contacted you with that,
like Instagram.
Oh,
Nah, not the people like Showtime. They ain't care nothing like that. But it was just like Instagram just flagged it. And first they said, okay, your account gonna be down for like 3 days. I'm like, all right, cool. Then they sent another message that same night, like, nah, you straight, you gone. So
what the message said, like exactly,
it was just like you, something about they like Instagram. Anytime they cut you off, they give you like a generic message. It would just basically say you agreed to the terms and conditions with blah blah blah. So now your is disabled, you know, basically permanently. You can like, you know, you can appeal it and all that. But
you tried that.
Man, we tried that.
Everything.
Tried paying people to get it back. We tried everything, bro.
Yeah.
It just wasn't happening.
What you paid to try to get it back?
I ain't finna tell you how much.
Wow. Was it somebody that work at on Instagram or like somebody who? Because I know niggas around the city be getting people page back and shit.
Yeah, it wasn't
one of those.
Charles and nothing like that. I promise you. It was like, it was somebody that got. They said they had got Duval promo page back, the one in Jacksonville that do the same thing we do, and Duval actually recommended them to me. So I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? The price was kind of steep. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I was like, you know, shit, we gonna try that because that's 50. Yeah. We was at 50K. Like
50.
Right
and where y'all at right now? 11, 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever.
That's pretty good though. Like, cause like I seen pages, when they get sniped, well, they be stuck.
Mm-hmm.
They be stuck. I done seen pages go from 100 and they be like, hey, yo, follow my new page. That bitch be at 2,500 forever.
Yeah. Nah.
You know what I mean? So
I just stayed consistent, bro. Like I took like 2 weeks off. Like I ain't post nothing. And then after that, like right before the new year started, I was just like, let's get back to it.
You feel that? But was that like a learning experience? Like, did you go into learning more about like Instagram and posting and shit like that? Or you just like,
you just learn not to play with them people. You know what I'm saying? Like I had already knew not to play with them. Like, cause I ain't think I did nothing wrong with that one. Yeah. Cause I'm seeing other people like that. I move cautious. Like, you know, when we first started, we used to post like fight videos and whatever anybody sent us, we was gonna post it. But like now, even like back then, I was like in December, I was like, nah, we chilling. We ain't trying to, cause you know, basically it's a lot of stuff about Instagram people don't know. Like,
yeah, for sure.
If you get flagged one time, it's like your account gonna be shadow banned, but it's gonna be shadow banned for like 3 months. And I'm like, bro, I can't even take that risk. So I
don't even think people know what shadow ban mean really. Like shadow ban mean is like you posting on your page, but Instagram is not putting you in the algorithm to like.
Right. To the point where you're not gonna hit the explore page.
Yeah, none of that shit.
You basically restricted to like a certain percentage of your followers. So all of your followers aren't gonna see you. When you search for your page, it's not gonna come up unless you put the whole word in there, the whole name in there. And like the only way anybody can see you that doesn't follow you is if somebody shares your post in their story. You know what I mean? So they really be holding your nuts, basically.
Okay, well, with that being said, how they treat the drill videos with all the guns and violence? What's the post on that?
They don't really be messing with that too tough.
I think they don't want. I don't think that's violence. They don't want stuff like violence. They don't want shit like copyright shit like
the imagery of it.
They don't really trip about it too much. Like I'm scared. I get scared sometimes with some of the ones. We be posting some of these little young.
I think you be trying to find a little. Let me find these 15 seconds right here and post this.
Yeah, I try to find. I say that in the story too. I try to find like the least abrasive 15 to 30 seconds that I can find of their videos, and then I'll post that. But yeah, they seem like they cool with that. Not cool with it, but they don't really be policing that too tough. But you got to know, I definitely learned like not to play with them folks too much because, building a platform is hard. You know what I mean?
It is, bro. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot, man. You're doing a good job over there, man. I applaud you on that, bro. You got any plans to like creating your own content, like? You know what I mean, like.
Yeah, we got a lot of plans, a lot of stuff. I don't like to really speak on it till it's there, but it's a lot of stuff that we got going on content wise and just on the music side as far as the industry itself. Like a lot of things, we actually in the process of getting some things going right now. So it's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun.
Okay. Let's get into it, man. I'm gonna let you pick, man. Do you want to pick on like the new scene in Tampa that's possibly bubbling, or do you want to get into this Khia that?
You can talk about the new scene. See what you got to say about it.
Okay. A lot of guys are telling me that there's a new scene that's bubbling that's not like they say I'm not aware of, and there's a lot of people that's not aware of. And it's like this little like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and they say it's somewhat like a Tampa drill scene.
You want to call it that?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, yeah, I'm aware.
And I kind of question, like, is it actually a bubbling scene? Like, is it actually bubbling? Because I know you posted some videos that got like 60, 70, 80, 100K views and shit like that. And I would think that if that's actually going on and those numbers is real, I'll feel it in the city some type of way. Nah?
I mean, it just depends. Like, you can't. That's why I always say it's like 3 different Tampas, you know what I mean? So with that, that's really exclusive to like the young niggas, like underneath 18, you know what I mean? So like, where you gonna feel it at? The DJ is not connected with them, so they're not playing it in the club. They probably scared to play it in the club, even if they do. You know what I'm saying? Even if one of them do get them a record, they dissing, you know what I'm saying? The other side of the city, it's like, they're not finna play that. So you're not really gonna hear it there. Where else you gonna hear that? You know what I'm saying? So it's really just circulating with the kids. Like, they the ones that's really keeping it going back and forth with each other. So one thing I can tell you, the views real. Like I know fake views. Like, I know, like, people come to me all the time with like, oh yeah, I just did 10,000 views in 3 days. I'm like, bro, I'm looking at your Instagram page, it's like 5 comments on that video. So where them views coming from?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
With these kids, you go to their page, like, flooded. Flooded with comments. It's funny because they Oxby fans too. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why they do so many views, because it's like, we beefing with you. Okay, what you gonna do? You gonna go listen to the song, see what we talking about, so you can respond. So they be back and forth with each other. It's definitely a scene though, and the rest of a lot of the music sites, outside of Tampa, are starting to pick up on it. They reach out to me. Like, for instance, when we post like a Lil JB or Amir or any of them boys that do numbers on the page, they'll DM me like quick, like, bro, who is this? What he got going on? Like, 2-3 days later, they on their page.
Off of what? Just because you say they doing 100 views out of music?
I mean, you got to understand, it's the image too. Like, with us, like, we all kind of look at ourselves as like A&Rs. It's like we kind of study in the industry right now so we can take that next step forward. So there's a few of them that already manage artists and things like that. So we already have an idea of what works. You know what I mean? So when we see somebody like, I keep mentioning JB just because he got the imp, like, he has a certain look. Like, he look like he's 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? The gun bigger than him. But like, you see people react to him and it's like, yo, like, he really seemed like he's certified out here. You know what I'm saying? So you already know kids in Broward gonna look at him in the same way. They're gonna be like, damn, Jit really like that? You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville, they already be on that. So it's like the people that run the pages, they know like what's gonna do well. So if a video, like you said, I got 11,000 followers right now. If a video on my page got 8,000, 9,000 views,
that's heavy though.
they know, somebody down in Miami like, shit, I gotta post this because if I post this on my page, I got 50,000 followers. They flood my page like that. Shit, he might get 20,000, 30,000 views on my page. And then also what comes with that, more Tampa followers, you know what I mean? Like for their page.
So when you post like JB them, because I'm not convinced that it's organic. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm cool with it if it is, but I'm just not convinced that it is. And I'm like, so when you post it on your page, do like a substantial amount, like better than the regular post that you do?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like even on the old page, that's how, I'm not gonna lie to you, how I learned about him was through Duda. You know what I'm saying? Like Duda used to like repost like, younger artists in the city. So I saw JB and I was like, dang, he doing numbers on that. So I was like, every now and then back then I used to do like, I'll do like a free post for like the kids. I'm not trying to charge no 14-year-old. So like I posted one of his snippets and literally the first like 10 minutes, it outdid like some people whole first hour. Like I'm looking at it, I can tell if somebody boosted it because people be boosting, buying views and all that. So I can tell. But I'm looking at the followers. I'm looking at like, I'm getting new followers. I'm looking at the likes. I'm like, damn, like they really with this boy. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up with to this day, he had the most viewed video on that old page as far as like promos.
Oh.
Like other than like somebody that was already famous, he had the most views.
So do you see that? Do you see it taking off though?
I mean, I think all of that is kind of limited, if you're just gonna stick to that type of music.
Yeah, because it's real like a sub-genre.
Yeah, because even I tell them like, not even tell them, but like I look at it like Jacksonville. Like that's who they kind of trying to be like right now. Not trying to be like, but that's who they influenced by. You know what I'm saying?
But even with Jacksonville, see, that's what I'm saying about it, about the drill. Like Jacksonville already established from doing that.
He's saying it's been like that for years up there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But it really hasn't though. How many years has it been?
But Jacksonville, they known for murking and all that. You know what I'm saying?
They are, but they weren't before.
Yeah,
they've been
they have.
As far as artists, who?
Oh, for artists, I ain't talking about that. But he's talking about
the
fabric
culture,
of the city.
The culture,
like,
the city.
But what I was saying, I'm gonna speak on that too though. But what I was saying was, even with Jacksonville, I think there's a ceiling.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I don't think any of them outside of Young and Ace.
So that's what
maybe Fulio. I don't really think they really just like blew up to like superstar status. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Nardo, I don't know, but Nardo good. Nardo good as fuck though. Ain't he from there?
Yeah, he from Jacksonville, but Nardo do it the right way too. Right way. He don't be dissing nobody like in particular.
But look, that's what I'm saying though. Like when I listen to these guys, no hate shit. Like I don't know how to say it. I know y'all probably gonna say cut old or something like that, but it just don't really sound sonically good.
A lot of them not.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think they look at Nardo Wick and see Nardo Wick being all saying this, saying that, saying this, and they thinking that's the goal. But like Nardo is actually good. Like Cudham Reese is actually good. Like you know what I mean? Like
Cudham talented.
You get what I'm saying? So King Von was doing all that shit. King Von is actually good. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at some point, the music got to be good. It's not about just
you're gonna be smoking on somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't say that because that's gonna sound like you an old nigga. Don't say that.
I mean, that's what it is. Though.
But it's true though. But like, let's try to make the best point we can make because I don't want them to discredit what we said. Trying to say we old nigga.
It feel like that, but at the same time, that's what they growing up listening to. Lil Durk still smoking on people. Yeah, he one of the biggest artists in the game right now. And he's still,
and that's what I'm saying. Like Chicago already had the culture for that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of places, that's what I'm saying about the difference between what I'm saying about Tampa. Tampa is not that type of culture. I mean, yeah, they'll get down, but they're not the type that we know all the time. You know, it's finna go down because it's something to pop off tonight.
I feel that, but at the same time, things do change. Like Chicago, in Chicago, there was a time where if you wasn't rapping like Twista or Common or Kanye West, like what was you doing? Like Chief Keef didn't come up saying I'm gonna rap like Kanye West because that's who who popping in Chicago. Nigga, I'm a gangster. I'm about to rap this street shit. Yeah. And eventually over time,
but that's kind of like what he's saying though. Like Chief Keef came from that. Like so when he started doing that shit, this is like what I'm coming out of. That's why my music sound like that.
Where you think these niggas coming from?
It's like that here.
What? What you think these niggas coming from?
I'm gonna call me old.
Oh no, it's like that here.
What y'all think going on out here? I ain't gonna say too much. Nah, it ain't like
We
that.
ain't gotta do all that. Yeah. But that's me. I was just a skeptic because it's like I look at certain other shit like you saying, like I know how to see fake views. You know, I run a YouTube page. You know what I mean? So I don't see him page like the guy So Wavy Mike. He just did a diss about Rico. You know what I mean? And I went and looked at his views, and that song sound better than all the other songs, just sonically. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's the shit, but like
Wavy talented.
So yeah, it sounds better than the other shit. And So Wavy Mike got almost 3,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? He's dissing Rico Cartel, and it's got 7,500 views with 50 comments. But then I go to Lil JB shit. I'm not even trying to use Lil JB because if he do it, I'm fucking with it. Like, he from the city. But I go to his shit, he got 100,000 views with 90 comments. It's like, I don't know, bro. Like, that shit, look.
Nah, but then go to the comments on the Instagram page. Like,
all that shit can be bought, though. All that shit can be fake, though.
Bro, you can look at, you can.
Oh, yeah, you can go to profile. Profile,
click
yeah.
on the profile.
You go to profile and shit.
I'm telling you, like, and that's what, like I said, that's what the other blog pages are seeing when they actually tap in. It's like these kids, the same way we been begging people to like support the Tampa rappers, like the same way we be begging them to do that. The kids, they actually got it right. Like them young dudes, like they really support them. Like whether it's, I don't know, it's because they go to school with them or grew up with them, or they just at that age where they can be fans and not feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a difference. Once you get older, you're 25, you're not necessarily a fanatic for anybody. You know, you might just be like, yeah, I like him, he's straight, but shit, I ain't.
But no, that's a good point. What you said.
All day listening to that nigga.
But that's what you're saying though, because I feel like Duda benefited from that too, because Duda was really serious about doing music like when he was in high school, and he was putting out really good music so everybody in Hillsborough County was just like listening to his shit because damn, I go to school with this nigga, I did this. You know what I mean? So that's a good way that I think they benefit from that shit.
The industry rocking with them though.
The industry rocking with who? Like
I'm saying, like these newer guys, like if they actually put their bag behind them.
I mean,
they still on the up though. They still
I'm
doing
not
their
gonna
thing.
lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. A few of them boys, if they want deals, they can get them.
Oh, you sound like you closer to them than.
I mean, I'm listen. I do my behind
It sound
the
like he
scenes.
closer to them than we know, bro. What's going on?
Exposing.
I mean,
What's going on?
I do my behind the scenes thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Nobody ain't signed to me or nothing like that. But I do. You know, part of what I do is build a network, you know what I mean, and build credibility to where I can be in some of these rooms and talk to some of these people, or people will come to me and ask me about what's going on in the city. And so, I mean, you know, I hear things. I will say that. Like, I hear things, and I know when people are kind of starting to keep their eye on a certain artist or two.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But I hear a lot of people call it snitch rap, too.
Call it snitch rap. What that? We're talking about that type of music?
Yeah, man.
I mean, all they do is tell it on themselves. That's what a lot of people say, you know?
It's true, because when you think about it, that's why I keep bringing up Jacksonville, because to me, that's like a good measuring stick, like an example of the highs and lows, the pros and cons of doing that type of music. Because, you get up, but then you get up, and guess what? You got new followers. Half of the followers is police. You know what I'm saying? When Wayne Amuka, he got arrested, he was on live. When you got arrested, they in the car talking. The police looking at the live. Like the police is like, they just looking at the Instagram live with them boys just talking. Wow. And now he in jail. Now he locked up for about 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So it comes with pros and cons. If you're not smart enough to navigate with a certain way, once you know you got them extra pair of eyes on you.
Let me ask you this though.
Then you in trouble.
Do you think some of those artists view having ops a benefit to their music career?
Of course. I mean, it is. There's no lie. It is a benefit.
But I'm saying, I'm talking about in the sense of like, do you think it's organic opery? Is that a word? Is they forcing the opery?
Man, I'm gonna start me a label called 48 Hours Entertainment. You know what I'm talking about?
This guy think it ain't really going down.
No, I ain't saying that. No,
you do.
That's what I'm saying.
You
that's what I'm saying.
Because you saying, are they like forcing out? Like,
no, what
like
I'm saying.
Like,
no, I ain't saying that.
Gonna beef.
No, I ain't saying that.
Beef and get on.
No, I ain't saying that. This what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying is, it can be a simple altercation, but we finna take it there. So you know what I mean? Like, we got a real altercation, but it's real small. But we finna take it there because I can benefit off it on my career. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can see that.
That's what I'm saying.
I think something, that's what one of I had just posted on the other day, 2-3. He said the same thing. He like, bro, y'all boys ain't really beefing. Y'all just in y'all feelings about, something small. You know what I'm saying? And that could be true a lot of times.
A lot of people say that's how Biggie and Pac thing was.
But that's how a lot of beef start. You know what I'm saying? Like it be something so small that could be avoided, or one conversation could end it. But pride and, like you say, some people just get caught up in.
But I think the difference is,
Plus they're young, they so young, they don't realize it.
But I think the difference is the difference now is like niggas is getting on son who can't even rap, but since he spent the block, he on the song now. But that's what I'm saying.
Nah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying?
That happens. I mean, that's been happening for a while though. I ain't gonna lie.
When that happened?
That's been happening. Like No Limit had some dudes on their roster that couldn't really rap.
Here No Limit fanatic.
Well, Mr. Servon couldn't really do too much. You know what I'm saying? But they was in the hood. They were real certified in the streets though.
Yeah.
Shit, P like, oh, if you gonna be my muscle, you want to get on the track? Cool. KLC, get this boy 17 beats. We gonna put his album out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So. I mean, it's been like that. It's been like that where if you certified in the streets and you can carry a note, or you know what I'm saying, you can write a little rhyme, somebody gonna put something behind you. You gotta be
already
really
popular.
Yeah, you gotta be really awful, for them to not put you behind a microphone if you really a stepper out here. Like, listen, bro, we are fans and supporters of one of the most destructive genres of music
for sure
in the world.
For sure.
Just is what it is.
For sure.
It
wasn't always like that though, man. God damn.
I mean, I ain't gonna say always, but we've been since gangster rap started. Shit, niggas been beefing.
Yeah, it kind of morphed into that.
But it don't got to just one thing now, bro. Damn.
And it's still other rap out there, but we just don't be listening to it. They be out there rapping his little ass off. You know what I'm saying?
I think that comes from the powers that be, though. They want us to hear what they think they want us to hear.
Oh, I ain't finna get into that.
I mean,
that ain't real.
It's kind of, but then again, when you think about it.
Then why they ain't being promoted then?
They selling whatever's selling. What I think.
But think about it, though. Like, what major labels really promoting, like, beef, like, right now? Like, most of it's coming from, like, the underground.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, it's still money funneling through there to make this bubble. You know what I mean?
Is white money or is black money or is both?
I think it's both.
Okay, I was just making sure because
I ain't know.
Look, I look at like K Shorty up in Jacksonville. He locked up right now, but like the money behind him was black money. Like old nigga in the hood.
Money is green all over. You know what I'm saying? If somebody could put something together and get some paper, they gonna do it.
You right about that. Now then, I won't argue with you.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but it's definitely something. But like for me, I just look at it like this, bro. Like, I can't tell nobody what type of music to listen to, make. I can't do it. Like, all I can do, because when I was 16 or 17, somebody in their late 20s, 30s wasn't going to tell me shit about what I was listening to. If I wanted to listen to Pastor Troy diss Master P for 3 minutes and then make a whole album about it, then that's what I was going to listen to.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't really tell me otherwise because that's what it was. Yeah. And that's what my friends were listening to. So it's like, I try not to get in that space where I'm just telling people what they should listen to or whatnot. If it was up to me, shit, like Rico Dreams and LA the GOAT, like everybody, they would be worldwide right now. You know what I'm saying? Because them boys be rapping their ass off. But like all I can do is try to push that and see if whoever accepted, they accepted.
So you see it, do you see it? Because I feel like it'll reach its heights. That's me personally though. I feel like after King Von, it's mellowed out. I ain't saying it can't come back, but I'm just saying it's like King Von was the epitome of that. You feel what I'm saying? So
he was up there.
Yeah, he was up there. Not King. I get what you're saying,
shit, the biggest rapper in the game is for the kids is Young Boy.
Mm-hmm. But Young Boy ain't got no bodies. What I'm trying to say.
But this is what I'm saying though.
But we know that.
But this is what I'm saying though.
But King Von, that's why he's not here today.
That shit don't matter. That's what I'm trying to say. That shit don't matter. NBA Youngboy, he's one of the best artists out here. That's what I'm saying. It's always come down to that.
But the thing they don't remember is Youngboy is actually talented. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I told her. I talked to a few of these boys like on the
He tied in, man. He tied in, bro.
Ain't no wrong with that,
man. Nah, like, cause like I said, I just be on my like big brother shit. Like I don't be on no like trying to tell them how to live their life.
I feel that from you though. I feel that from you.
But I tell them like, bro, it's gonna come to a time where, okay, now you big in Tampa, everybody in Tampa know you. okay, now we gonna push you up here, push you to these other markets. They don't know nothing about you. They gonna judge you off the music. So you gotta make sure like your shit actually sounds good. Or else they gonna flame you up because they got their own gangsters and steppers down there.
Yeah.
Like they don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta actually have music that's consumable. Like people can listen to and be like you said, sonically good.
Yeah, because they're gonna test your gangster.
But you know.
So I don't want to spend too much time on it unless we got more shit we can get to it though. But you saying that it's 100% organic, all that shit.
I'm not finna say every single artist, but the artists that
okay, go ahead.
Like the artists that I see that I've like
vouch for and shit like that.
Yeah, like
it's
like
organic.
They not out here doing the YouTube tricks. I can tell you that. If they doing it like in a really sophisticated manner.
Yeah.
Cause like I've watched them, and I can tell like as far as like I said, I'll go on I check their pages, like I check all around the city to see who talking about who and what, and like they really. It's just two different Tampas, bro. It's like the 25 and up Tampa, the 23 and up Tampa, and then like the young Tampa, and it's just.
I appreciate dog. You just make me realize when I'm listening to you. I don't know. I'm like, damn, I really appreciate this nigga. This nigga work hard, bro. Dog, you work hard, bro.
But it's fun though. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like recruiting almost. You know what I'm saying? You know how Alabama like they got all the 5 stars already on the team, but shit, they can't stay up unless they know what's going on down in high school. Sure. You know what I mean? So it's just a constant cycle. You just got to do everything, and you know, you just got different layers. Like you still pushing your players that's on your team right now, but you looking to see who might be built for the league. You know what I'm saying?
So,
but I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hell yeah.
Trying.
I don't know. Did you get some pushback on that Road Boy post?
I mean,
but did you? Did you?
For the people that don't know the Road Boy post, yeah, it's like when he got arrested, it was some video that came out. So yeah, like
you posted it, and it wasn't really a good look for him, like for a couple of different reasons. Not only because he was getting arrested, but just how it played out just looked it bad too. Like he was into some like basketball draws or some shit. I
just want to say this about that video, man. Seriously though,
don't jump ahead because I'm trying to paste it. But go ahead.
Okay, no, I'm just saying I'm not jumping ahead. I'm talking about Road Boy. To me, the video looked disturbing, man. I hope the man's health is right. You know what I'm saying? Because he looked kind of like he was kind of off to me in that video. Y'all ain't see that? Y'all ain't see that?
Okay, so I know a couple. I'm pretty close with certain people that has like made it to the point of what Road Boy made it to. And then when it don't pan out how you thought it was going to pan out, and everybody around you thought it was going to pan out, that's not a good thing to like register in your brain, bro. It's kind of hard, bro. What Road Boy still that would happen to him and he was young, bro. Like, and like people need to have some grace with him, bro. Like, cause I don't even think Road Boy really had a chance, really. Like, cause Road Boy, when he did the interview with us, Road Boy played us some music. That shit was hard, no lie, bro. But it just didn't come out yet. I don't know why. Road Boy got some hard ass music, but it's not out. It's not Road Boy's fault. Whatever happened,
right?
You get what I'm saying? So people should have some grace for him. Not only because of that, but he's a part of us, bro. He's from here, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
so to answer your question, like, well, before we even talk about pushback, it's, you know, you got to go through the whole process when it comes to it. Like with Road Boy, with that video, it's like, I saw it, you know what I'm saying? Somebody sent it to me. So I'm like, all right. So I see it. Then I'm like, all right, damn. Because there's part of me like, basically, I had to come to an understanding where even with this page, I'm not gonna like everything I have to post. But like sometimes,
but they don't even know that. As long as it's on your page, like they don't even care what you post, how you title it, or none of that. As long as it's on QC Media, man, why you bold to that shit, bro?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and listen, like, but that's what come with this. If you really truly gonna run a real
for sure
music blog page and document the city. You have to be willing to post the highs and the lows.
But I don't want to have anything I'm not saying anything wrong with Lil JB them and shit. But I'm just doing my job. I feel like as this platform that I'm trying to build. You get what I'm saying? And we could just have a conversation. But that's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to shit on Lil JB them or nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? But you say you got a job to do running that page and
so like for me it was like damn. I had seen it and then what happened was like other pages had picked up on it too. They saw it. And it was like, they let me know, like, bro, we finna post this. You know what I'm saying? like it's Roboy. And the thing with Roboy is he not just a normal Tampa rapper. Like, he was signed to Gucci Mane. He signed one of the biggest rappers in the South. So it's national news, or it's at least, regional news. Like, if NBA YoungBoy was on video getting arrested, that's gonna be on every outlet in the world. You know what I mean? So it's kind of the same thing with Roboy. It's a victim of just being a celebrity.
Yeah.
And, people don't understand. He really is known. So it was just like, damn,
What really happened was I feel like a lot of people felt bad for Roboy at that moment. And I guess they didn't really know how to register that, so they just pointed at him.
But
you know what I mean?
But that's what come with it. And I was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, bro, before I post anything, I already know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play out the whole thing. So I was prepared for that. But it's like, I posted, and then, you just let it. Like, I love the fact that we have a community where people can just speak freely. Like, say what you want to say. If you mad at me, be mad at me. If you want to laugh, because that's your art, laugh, whatever. Like, do whatever y'all want to do. All I'm doing is posting the content. You saw the caption. Like, I was like, yo, I hope, I really do hope this isn't the way the story ends for Ro, because, I've spoken with Roboy a few times, and, like, I definitely know he been through some shit. Like, not just the label shit, like, he done lost.
Mom, come on, I mean? Bro. Like,
so he done been through a lot for a young kid, and, it's tough. It's tough. It's a lot of things that he might not even understand, it, like, how to register these things that's going on in his life. So it wasn't so much about me posting it or not posting. It was just like, I just hope that, at some point, people that really care about him, reach out and make sure that he be on his feet, because he needs support. Like, he need people that's going to be in his life to help him out. Don't just support him on Instagram, when things go bad, because to be truthful, like, Signs, if you really knew him, Signs was probably already there that, that he was going through some things, you know what I'm saying? So if you close to him, that's when you need to.
I can see it through the Instagram.
It's not hard to see. So that's your so-called dog, your homeboy. Like, that's when you need to be reaching out. That's when you need to be checking up on him, seeing what you can do to help. Like, and a lot of people wasn't doing that. Like, I can honestly tell you, a lot of people wasn't doing that for that boy. And I feel for him, and I wish I was closer to him, because, people that I'm close to, I do whatever, you know what I mean? But
he definitely need to get the help that he deserves, and people need to support him. Stop looking at, oh, that's Roboy, that was with Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? Look at, if that's your dog, look at that as that's your dog. And he needs some help. You know what I mean?
Because even now, like,
all that other stuff play out on the back end,
Yeah, like listen, again, I'm a realist, so I understand, like, Roboy, everybody didn't like Roboy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was people on the other side that don't fuck with Roboy at all, and vice versa, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't expect them to be like, oh man, I feel bad for dog, but no. But if you was a supporter of Roboy, if you a friend of Roboy, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, like you need to be, reaching out and supporting your people in good times and bad times. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not one of them people that think the whole city gonna support. Tonji might be the only rapper in the history of Tampa and Tay-Bay might be the only ones that the whole city just supports.
Yeah.
Priceless too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, priceless.
But it's gonna be a small number just because of the way this city is laid out and how these streets work. It's not gonna be a lot of rappers where they just get love from the entire city. But if that's your people's, make sure you check on your people, make sure they straight.
It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
So you want to address, like, the guidelines of posting, like, certain stuff, like, people thinking, like, people were saying shit about, like, I think it was Michi. Y'all charge to post other shit, but y'all will post this shit on the highs.
Yeah, Michi not fooling me, man. I tell Michi that.
No.
Nah,
but let's check.
No, I'm not saying nothing crazy, man.
No, I know that.
Michi's an expert at social media marketing.
For sure.
He know he gonna say a comment like that, he gonna get 100 likes. Like, he not stupid.
Yeah.
But I post free shit all the time. I post Michi free all the time. Like, he just had some shit with where he picked up a homeless dude and took him to Chica's.
Yeah. You posted that.
You think he paid for that? Hell nah. And then
Man, you doing that because I said that shit a couple weeks ago.
But before that, I done posted Michi 4, 5, 6, 7 times posting shit. He was talking about when he was on his CEO shit. I got an office space now. He didn't pay for that shit, man. Michi The only time Meechie been on my page,
I get what you're saying now. I get
a manager page that shit.
Look, I get what you're saying. For Meechie to say that shit, knowing the man posted you for free, you know what you doing, Meechie.
The top free posting ass niggas on the page. Know what I'm saying? So that's why I just laugh at shit like that. But
that's genius, though.
He's a smart nigga. He's not stupid. That's why I was like, bro, I wasn't even mad. Like, people don't understand. I don't get mad about shit on a post. Like, unless a bitch say, like, fuck my mama or something like that, bro, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, yeah, Meechie not stupid. I posted him before that. He had a little... See, I'm gonna shut up because he had some shit niggas thought it was fake. Like, he was beefing with an op online or some shit. I posted that for free because it was funny. Yeah. I ain't think it was real. I don't know if it was real or fake, but it was funny.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So Meechie's a genius.
Meechie funny, but
I would just leave it at that. You a genius, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. All right. What's up with the situation, man? We just had an event there, man. We had Tay there, we had Tom there, we had the legend Khia there. we had them all there, man.
Hip hop.
But seriously though, I heard, leading up to the event, what was the event called?
It was the all hip hop.
Yeah,
all hip hop.
Yeah, all hip hop. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, here in Tampa. Supposed to be a big event. They had Khia on there.
Mm-hmm.
Leading up to it, a lot of people didn't like that. You hear voices and videos coming out on social media, man, fuck this, fuck that. You see the old clip of when she was dissing Tampa and she's not from here and this and that. This whole discussion started coming out. And I heard people saying that they wanted to shut the event down, like, fuck Khia and all of this. Just speak on that, J-Rod. Like, you promoted events. You've thrown events. You know what I mean? You run a media page for the city now. You the perfect person to ask. Like, just speak on that, bro.
I mean, I just didn't like the way it came off as far as people like waiting till the day of the event to really go in overdrive as far as trying to sabotage it. You know, that's something, like you said, as a promoter or somebody.
There's just something on the promoter side. You're looking at it like, okay.
Like, I know these are promoters. These are not out-of-town promoters. These are Tampa promoters that done thrown parties at 1828 and, you know what I'm saying, parties that are there for y'all to go to. Like, these are black dudes that are trying to do something that really hasn't been done in the city before, and that's put a bunch of Tampa artists on an outside festival stage and try to bring a crowd there, you know what I'm saying, so we can start building our own type of vibe. And it's like, bruh, for me as a black man, I can't sit here and try to sabotage that. Even if I don't agree with something, I can't sabotage that, and that's what I didn't like. Like, I don't mind people having an opinion about Khia. That's cool, but what you want to do? Buck Sosa's on the card. Young AJ's on the card. LA the GOAT's on it. Tay-Bay, Tom G, fucking Priceless Scott. I saw DQ4E Keith on there. You know what I mean? Rated R, like whoever. Almost anybody that was, you know, popping, you know, during that era and the ones that got hits right now was on the card. So it's like, okay, you cannot want to support Khia. Go there and boo. You know what I'm saying? But don't make it seem like, oh, y'all shouldn't go to this. Like, bruh, do you know how hard it is for us to get support for these artists in general? So somebody then put 3, 4, 5 months of promotion into this to try to get people out there to see LA the GOAT, Buck Sosa, Tay-Bay. Why would you try to stop that? That's crazy to me.
Because I feel like it's not even a real issue that somebody care about. I think it's somebody trying to take an opportunity to make it about them in some type of way. You know, so... You know what I mean?
It could be. I mean, that's like I tell people, like, Tampa's a special place. It's not the only place like that, but it's a special place. There's a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy, a lot of hatred,
a lot of love too. You know what I mean? That's what make it. It's, you know what I'm saying?
But it's like sometimes the love is like it's sideways. Like if it's not somebody that you personally know that or you like that's doing something, it don't really be no love there.
Oh.
It be like, oh, that's such and such and such and such. I don't even fuck with them, so I don't even care if their event go well. You know what I mean? And that's cool and all. Like some people might not like the promoters, but at the end of the day, like, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than them. Like, for me, I just want to see anytime we do anything for our artists, I want it to be successful. Like, now after it's over, if y'all want to do whatever talking y'all want to do, like, have a blast. But I'm not finna try to sabotage the event. You know, about one person that was relevant in Tampa in 2002.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's 20 years ago.
Simply just don't go.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
Like,
spend your money.
But like he said though, like you would still hope that you would support it. But like if you got an issue with Khia, just boo her ass when she get on stage.
Yeah, I'm saying
I'm telling you, that would have been
That's the perfect answer.
That would have been the best answer. They could have did was go early. Don't wait till 8 o'clock to go. You know what I'm saying? Go early. So pack out who you like. You like Buck Sosa? Okay. Make sure the whole place is flooded when Buck Sosa perform. When Prices perform, when Tay perform. And then when Khia get on there, boo her ass. Guess what? It's gonna go viral. The whole country gonna see it.
It's kind of like, you know what I mean? That wouldn't work because you hear still, so clean. Niggas gonna stop booing.
Exactly.
Wow, I'm joking.
The reality, no, you're not though. You
exactly
it's real
what they
because what
did.
it is though, niggas
exactly
hate.
what they did.
That's what happened. Niggas hate when they not in the majority though, because you on the internet, you know what I'm saying?
That's
you don't
what I
know
just
nothing.
said.
You be like, yeah, we on the net, we mobbed up, we gangstered up. It's like 50 of us talking heavy shit on the net. Then you go out in person and you see 500 people that's just jamming. And it's like, damn, bro. Yeah. Y'all flawed. Y'all don't know what she said. Y'all don't know what's going on. They don't care, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they just here for the music. It's the music they grew up on. And whether you like her or hate her, Khia was one of the best artists that ever came out this city.
For real.
She made great, especially that first album. She made some great music off that first tape.
And that's all the best as far as popular.
If not the best, dog. If not.
Yeah, she got 3 classics on one tape, bro.
Come on, bro.
Like, you can't beat that. Nobody in Tampa got 3 classics on one tape. And I don't mean like Tampa classics. Yeah. Those is out of here everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
K-Wang is out of here everywhere.
Yep.
My Neck, My Back is out of here everywhere. Yep. Don't Trust No Niggas is out here everywhere. To this day, we 20 years deep. And 20 years deep, you don't hear the K-Wang in the club no more.
Yeah.
But you still hear My Neck, My Back. You still hear Don't Trust No Niggas when you go to the hood club in any city in the world.
That shit so hard.
And you can't knock that, bro. You can't deny that.
And for these newer artists out here, that's what they need to be striving to. 20 years later, they still bumping y'all shit.
Yeah, because I seen one artist talking about I don't know if that's the fit in here, but I'm upset anyway, so I started. But somebody was saying like, man, that Khia shit was weak, man. Yeah, she had people dancing, but it was old motherfuckers. But it's like, bro, like, nigga, your audience is 25 right now, nigga. When you get on stage at 40, guess how old they gonna be?
But
they gonna be 40.
When you're young, you don't ever
you don't ever think about that though. Yeah.
But yeah,
when you get on stage at 40, your audience gonna be 40.
Keep waking up.
It's a blessing. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. It's a blessing.
But that's saying like that supposed to have been a diss, but that's really a big up to her. Like motherfuckers still dancing your shit 20 years later.
I'm telling you, that's a blessing. Like shit.
Need to wish they could look. She's still getting booked. What that's telling you? What that's telling you?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I know some people like I'm not gonna. I play devil's advocate because I mean I don't know if she was like really getting booked before this event. Like I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So this might have piped her up a little bit too. So it worked out. It might have worked out for her.
Cause you might be right though because I don't know if she was just being a professional. But her energy was like, I appreciate this shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, bro.
Well, I think that comes from she had that shitted on the city a little bit. And she got here and was like, kind of repented a little bit. She ain't say it, but, like, yeah, I appreciate y'all. You got to realize this is where she got to start from.
Yeah.
She noticed, so she can't just say, oh, fuck Tampa like that. No, you can't, because this is where you got all your shit from.
Yeah, I think it was a mix of a lot of different emotions, but I think that definitely was one of them. Yeah. Like, you could tell she felt, because I ain't going to lie to you, this is the city that embraced her the most. Mm-hmm. In her whole life.
Yeah.
And she done been around. Like a lot of people don't know. Yeah, she was born in Philly, but she came to Tampa. Then she ended up in like Hawaii or something. Then she came back to Tampa. Then she went to Atlanta.
You could just tell by the mug shots.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She been around. So,
how many times they just snapped her here and there? I'm just saying it's in her blood. It's in her blood.
But Tampa like really is the city that to this day, that's still the city that I connect Khia to. Like, because that's what she kind of embodied what a Tampa female was back then.
And I think she really appreciated it at the end of the day. She might not say it, but she do.
Yeah. Like I say, I think she probably like one of those people that just don't really know how to apologize about something. And like Crazy, we might talk about it, but Crazy had something where he kind of told a different version of the story than what most people in Tampa got. Mm-hmm. So
or what most people wanted to believe.
But that added fuel to that was kind of already fueling at the bottom, and then when you go and say fuck Tampa, it's like, now you stole one of our legend songs, and now you're saying fuck Tampa. Like I can see a lot of guys being like angry about that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, for sure.
But Crazy came and straightened it out, and he said like how Like that, she really went about that song, got that song legally the right way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you can't really like diss her for that though.
Yeah. So for people that don't know what Crazy, Crazy one of the original like real like stars of Tampa, like that I would say. And he had some hits.
Itself.
Yeah, he had hits like, but he basically was saying that Uwe Jive, who made the original My Neck, My Back, was signed to a label called Underwood.
Mm-hmm.
And the person that ran Underwood eventually sold the record to Taz, ran Dirty Down Records. And Taz was the one that bought it from Underwood and basically asked Khia if she wanted to get on it because she was one of his main artists. She was like, yeah, like who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? What female wouldn't want to get on that record knowing what they could turn it into? So I think if that's what happened and that's how it went, is it really a stolen song?
No.
Like at worst, what it is like as an artist, it's messed up.
It's almost like a remix, man.
Yeah, but I mean, as an artist, you're gonna feel away because that's your art. You know what I mean? Like he probably didn't have a say in selling it. I'm pretty sure Uwe Jive wasn't like, yeah, go ahead and sell my record. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I first heard it back in the day, I just thought it was the girl version, and it just blew up.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because her shit
that's
is
what a lot of people thought.
That's what people thought too. Yeah.
That's why they said stole.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people was making music like that. Like back then, it was always like a male version, and then a girl would make a version, or vice versa. Like even going way back, like TLC had like No Scrubs, and then them other dudes made No Pigeons. You know what I'm saying? It was just that type of thing going on. Yeah. So I think a lot of people thought it was like that, where she just took the song. It wasn't no business, no paperwork. She just took the song and then made her version and blew up. But they saying it was business behind it, and if it was business behind it, then it's like, well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Like shit, like I know why I made a song. I didn't have my business straight, and I didn't get the money I probably should have got off it. You know what I mean? But that's as an artist, that just.
But when I heard that story when Crazy said that, it made sense why Uwe Jive moved the way he moved, because he's not all over the world saying like that bitch stole my. He don't really talk about it like that. Because if a bitch stole my song, that song went diamond.
Man, that's
you know what I'm saying. I got a different energy. Yeah. I got a different energy right now. But we in court. We don't been.
Oh, if your paperwork straight, your
you get what I'm saying?
Your life changing in that courtroom.
So I believe Crazy told the right story. You know what I mean? I think that it reflects everything. You know what I mean?
It sound about right. But like I said, I get Uwe Jive feeling away because like even the rhyme scheme is his rime scheme. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. But they formatted the song better for one.
It did. Her version do sound a little more polished though.
It's a better song. Yeah. His is more like a parody rap to me.
Yeah,
which is like his style. Like, cause it's not his only song. He on the Underdogs too.
Yeah.
So he had other songs that was big in the city, but like he kind of like a comic rapper, whereas Khia like made it a female anthem and it just won. Like her song was shorter. Like his song. Have you listened? Go listen to his whole song. You know what I'm saying? The third verse just go all over the place, and it's like, bro.
I remember when I was younger hearing that song and remember that it was big in the city. But as I got older and I went and checked back on it, I was like, Khia shit way better.
Yeah,
like,
it is, and a lot of people don't want to admit that, but like they two totally different level of artists.
Yeah.
And
no disrespect with Jive, because he had one song that fucking take it back.
Yeah.
I take it back, but that was my shit, boy.
And again, he got classics. So that's you can go out in Tampa tonight and hear that song in the club, bro.
What?
Tonight you will still hear that song, and that's all right. A beautiful thing. That's
a good segue into Tampa's culture, right? So I think our issue here in the city, bro, is we lack culture, bro. Our culture is gone, bro. Our culture gone. That's our issue. Like it was a time like back then, like we talking about those times, man. We had our own swag, how we used to dress, our own lingo. Our own sound, you know what I mean, and people was looking forward to the weekends to go put on to put all this shit I just named on display. You know what I mean? But now it's not like that no more, man. Like, do you agree with that? And like,
no, 100%.
And how can you think we can go about implementing ways of fixing that? Because like I tell him a good example that he says a good example, but I want to run it by you. Like how I think of Atlanta, I feel like they can say, oh, man, we throwing a parking lot party at Blue Flame or something like that. And what portion of Atlanta is going to be excited about that? Go put something on and go out there and we in the parking lot hanging out, listening to music. You know what I mean? I don't feel like something like that can go on in Tampa. I know you're going to probably say something about beef, but I'm trying to make a point. You know what I'm saying? Like the culture of that, you get what I'm saying? Like it's just like, it's not no excitement here anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not just putting it all on the artist. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit of the artist, the music that we're producing. I think it's the audience here. They snoozing. I don't care for whatever their reason is. I think it's the the promoters, don't shoot me. I think it's the I just think it's a little level of everything. We done lost our culture and our excitement.
Yeah.
You just speak on whatever you think.
I mean, it's multi-layered. It's a lot of things. I mean, when you talk about the environment, it was different back then. For one, like even the clubbing in general was just different. Like now it's like a lot of posturing. Like people don't even dance with each other, don't dance at all. You know what I'm saying? Like Tampa was one of the most dancing cities in the world. You know what I'm saying? Not saying on no crazy like goofy shit either. It was just like street niggas was in the club dancing, having fun. Like it was a celebration when we went out. You know, and then at some point, people started getting money and shit turned into just a fashion show and just niggas that was like, oh yeah, bitch, we got the biggest section.
That's the
we got
point.
The biggest
That's
bottles.
it right there.
Like, we hanging out. We hanging and swinging. Like we too cool to do anything else, but we just here. And
but why is that? Why don't that? Because I feel like that goes on in other cities too. But why don't that reflect in there? You know what I mean?
I mean, it might though, because there's. I mean, look, the part if you want to really be honest, like the party scene in most cities isn't the same as it was 15 years ago. Because like parties just different.
So
like people just party.
Was we a party city though?
Yeah,
was we?
It was.
You gotta realize this Florida, man.
Yeah.
Central Florida. Look, this is what I used to be back in the day. You had block parties after numbers block parties. You had walls of speakers, DJs. You know what I mean? They don't do that no more. That like kind of cut half. You know what I mean? The culture like was back then. That's why the music was so exciting because
that's what I think
it was right there on Front Street for you to do and see and participate in. Now it's just get off IG. Everybody in their phone now.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
We need some party starters to like.
I mean,
just like you say, just like you tell your kids to get off the phone and go outside and play. Yeah. That's what the adults need to do. Get off your phone and go outside and do something, man. You know what I mean?
But then at the same time though, you can kind of say it might be a generation thing.
Yeah, it could be a generation. Yeah, you're right. That's right.
When we talk about that culture thing, that's why I like I said, when we went on live with Crazy, I was happy that a lot of people was on there because a lot of people don't know the Tampa culture. Like a lot of these youngers, they don't know the Tampa culture. So it's one thing when you force it on them, and it's another thing where they just happen to spectate and see it.
I got you, yeah.
So it's like when they find out for themselves, like, damn, like Tampa really had, they had artists signed to Universal in 2000 something.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't know that. Oh, Crazy had a song that went nationwide. Damn, that's hard. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of the young artists, they look at the music and they see that Tampa didn't really blow all the way up with it. You know, they think, oh, well, y'all just got stuck in the city making this booty shaking music when it was like, it really wasn't even about booty shaking music. A lot of the songs, like, even with Tom G, like, if you listen to the lyrics, it was like some street shit.
Yeah.
We just had a different tempo. You know what I'm saying? Even Crazy, like, Crazy wasn't talking about just, bend over, shake, like, he was making, like, real rap music. Like,
that music was never good. Like, when people made songs like that, shake your it's not that. It's not that.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like that.
I'm talking about this when people was around here trying to make it. Like, that's not what was doing that.
Yeah, like, Tampa had a unique, it was like a good mix of, like, just some street shit.
Yeah,
on a different type of beat, like, and that was like it represented the city. Everybody, it resonated with the city because it was just like our vibe. Like you said, it was perfect for when you wanted to do a block party. Yeah. It was perfect when you just wanted to hang out, you know, on a Friday night. Like it was our shit. But
can y'all from asking you as a promoter, can y'all throw block parties in 2022? I'm talking about considering everything. Just answer like.
I mean, they doing the same Pete. They just had one a few days ago over there.
Why we not doing that?
I mean, a lot of things. It's a lot of listen. Like when it comes down to throwing events, there's a lot of liability, and it's like you take a risk that sometimes you can't. You know, you just like not even worth it. Like I think Tom G got an event. You know, he's doing an event. He does some outdoor events. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's got a respect level from the people that go out there that they know, like, we not finna mess up Tom shit. Name, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's like contained to a certain part of the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Or the county or whatever.
You're right. And
so I'm just saying, like, even if one of these club owners or whatnot, even if you could just have it many there, like before the club get popping, you know, have some. That was all part of the vibe. I look for anything that'll support or help the artist myself personally. You know what I mean? And I feel like if that scene was to come back, then maybe the people start supporting more. You know what I mean?
But
You agree
when
with
you
that?
say that scene, what scene? Like, are you saying like Tampa
mean-
artists to make like music similar to what we used to make?
Not necessarily similar, but it is a proven formula.
I think that's dead, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not saying I think it's dead, like because the music. I just think it's dead because that's not what these kids grew up on. So they not really even like feeling like the same energy that we feel.
And I get that, but what I'm saying, well, if they trying to get in the game,
Man, we gotta stop letting these kids run everything too, bro. I'm gonna talk about that.
It's a young nigga world, though.
It's not, though.
No,
It
it's
is.
not.
It's
No,
not,
it's
though, bro.
When it comes to music, it's a young nigga
No,
world.
it's not.
it's
It
not.
used to be because
Yes.
like that when it started.
Don't
When
let
it
the
started.
industry dictate you. So you trying
But
to
we
say
grew up on
once
that
you
shit.
get
Listen,
to a
I
certain
got it,
level,
Ed.
you
Let me
gon-
tell him,
you
Ed.
gon-
Hold on,
you gon-
Ed passionate right now.
Let me-
What's his
go ahead.
No, I'm saying, so you trying to say once you get to a certain age, you just gonna stop doing what you doing and say, oh, it's a young man's game. I can't listen to that no more.
Nah,
As
that's
far
what I'm
as what?
saying.
As far as just
rap.
your type of music. Music.
Like
on the
if I'm rapping, or if I'm
no,
making
I'm
music.
saying just period.
No, I'm saying as a listener.
I mean, as a listener, it just depends. Like a lot of listeners' ears do get old, like to the point where you don't even relate to like the music that's coming out now. A lot of people do that. A lot of people still. That's why Tampa listen to like Jeezy and Plies in the club still, because that's the music that they like.
Jesus implies legends, though, man. You gotta give me something
But
else.
that was our time, though.
It's a lot of shit that's out of time that we ain't listening to. Them boys legends.
Man,
It-
when you
it-
go to the
it ain't
club,
about- it ain't-
you're not hearing a lot of new shit.
It ain't about, to me, it ain't about they young. It's about is the music appealing.
Good, yeah.
But
Is it
it be
appealing?
music that they don't even know about here. Like that's what people be complaining with the DJs about. Like, cause the DJs don't really be playing like the shit that actually is appealing to people in other cities. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to Orlando, you might hear some ESTG. I'm just throwing out names. Like you might hear some new ESTG. You might hear some new, that Boston Richie is here now, but it took a little minute for it to get here. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain shit that doesn't really make it to Tampa because most of the people in Tampa that go to the club, like the hood clubs, kind of older. Like the young niggas don't even be in the club. They can't.
They
hang
can't.
out.
That's why. That shit.
You know what I'm saying? They
They
can't
can't.
really hang out like that because shit, if they see you spot nigga get spotted out in the club, bitch, it's a problem.
So okay, so we're gonna talk about this young and old thing. So this young thing, right?
Talk in front of the mic, Ed.
Oh, so this young thing. What like I know you posting a lot of young cats on there, but most cats, I can't really relate, and I don't try to relate because the music ain't appealing to me. I mean, I ain't saying I can't, but if they had more something that I'm like kind of familiar with, like the I ain't saying they got to be this type beat, just something jamming. I'd be like, I like that. I want to see what he's talking about. But most of it is not like you hear the music and it's like it don't move you at all. And I ain't talking about like dancing movement. I'm just saying movement, period.
Does it not sound good or you just don't like it? Like what you're saying? Because those are two different things.
To me, it does sonically wise.
Okay.
It doesn't sound right.
Yeah. All right. So
It ain't like I'm hating on because I like if they cause look, I'm saying like Kodak been on the scene for a little while now. But what I'm saying, when he came on the scene and I first heard him, I was like, hey, it's something to this guy.
This nigga hard, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't get that with these guys here.
Right.
Or maybe I'm just too old and I don't get it, but I don't get it.
Nah,
Like,
dog.
you know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
not a lot of special. Yeah, it's a lot of music that's just like in this same category. That's not like Kodak. Like you said, Kodak made like music that it was just like,
Yeah.
hold up, like it's something different about him.
Yeah.
And he ended up jumping out from the pack. And I think that's where Tampa's at right now as far as the youth. It's like a bunch of them like just in this bubble. And it's like, okay, who's gonna like jump out of that and elevate and become somebody that's like can be a universal artist? You know what I mean? Yeah, you can be street. Kodak was street. He came up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he also knew the art for him. Like he knew how to make the music. He knew how to make it sound good. And like, yeah, like they still early in their early stages, but it's a few of them that got the potential, but you're gonna go through a lot of shit that's just regular. Some that's mediocre.
Yeah, that's
you know
all.
what I'm saying?
That's anything.
Especially
Though.
when you got like hype men, they got hype men boosting them up
true.
no matter what. All they gotta do is say, fuck this person. Oh, this shit go cool, cuz.
Then a lot of
Nah, bro, that shit
then a lot of
not
come from
good.
that they got to find their footing too. A lot of them haven't found their footing either. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I think that's a lot of things that older people do. They cut them off before they can find their footing. You know what I mean? So you just gotta be open minded, open. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta just
Look at Ed Change. Look at
pay
Ed.
attention.
Okay, I see you, bro. I'm coming around now.
No,
Coming around.
I'm a music guy. Don't get it twisted. I'm a music guy.
Oh.
It's just the point that some of that stuff is like, it it's still it need to be more a little bit in the incubator. Y'all done came out a little too soon.
And here's the thing about that. Us, as, you know, a generation above them, I would like to say, we can find some artists, get them in the studio and kind of coach them. Like, that's where you can actually influence changes in the studio. Yeah, you know, when you actually grab an artist that you see potential in, okay, let me work with you. Like, listen to this beat, bro. Like, if you slide this beat like this, bro, I'm telling you, like, just try it. You know what I'm saying? You can do that if you get more hands-on. A lot of us just be in the background just waiting, and then we listen to the music and like, man, who making that shit? They making that shit.
But that ain't everybody's responsibility though, you know what I mean?
It's not responsibility, but there's a chosen few of us that can, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We can, like, it's not about the money, it's really about like us being in a position where we really like music and we know music, you know what I'm saying? So if it's somebody that you see something in, it's your choice. You don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you really want to influence and make change with a particular artist, because you don't need to influence 30 of them.
Yeah.
You influence one. Watch what happened when he started taking off with his sound, and he got a little sound that sounds more mature. People gonna be like, hold up, man. We need to kind of see what he doing and start doing what he doing.
So who you feeling right now that you feel like right now is prime and ready? If they get that button or that bag to say go, who you think?
Just in general?
Yeah, just in general. No, I'm saying
it's on.
In the area, but in general, you know what I'm saying? Like
in Tampa.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some good ones that's out here making moves right now. Taz Money making moves.
Okay, go ahead. I thought you were finna try.
I want QC Media to put their stamp on it to say, hey, this is what I think. It's just your validation. Ain't got to be nobody else. Just how you feel.
Bro, listen, I'm not scared of that at all. Like, but like I see how Taz moving, and he got a little team. Shout out to my boy King, De La Cream.
Can you get Taz to come up here?
I mean, I'm not finna tell you I can get a grown man to do anything.
I thought you know him. You don't know him?
Taz, yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean. Can you
ask him if you want to call? Yeah.
Can you ask him for me?
Nigga might say fuck no.
No, I know what you mean.
But yeah, I can definitely talk to Taz and see if he want to do it. I'm sure he would.
Yeah, just ask him for me.
But yeah, Taz, he moving right, and again, he's somebody he a lyrical street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But he a young dude. And he moving right. He's like, he got some motion for sure. Like, I see even on his social media side, there's some people tapping in on him that are like really in the industry. So Taz is one. I mean, we still pushing, like, listen, like, we still pushing LA to go. We still pushing, you know what I'm saying? These artists that just because you got signed don't mean you out of here yet. So it's a lot.
Know that. Once you get signed, you got to work even harder.
So when it starts.
Yeah, that's a Tampa thing. Like, I be seeing it sometimes. Like, I don't like the level of support LA gets sometimes. Like, I don't think that's good enough. You know what I mean? Because he made music, like, he's really, like, if people are begging for real music or real art, niggas that's actually making songs, like, shit, LA makes songs. And he got some of your favorite songs in the city. Like,
I'll tip my hat. I like Ron Dollar personally.
Oh yeah,
I think
Ron Dollar straight, bro.
I think he's primed and he ready. I don't know what to push.
He like the party shit.
No, yeah. But
Ron got that vibe about him. Like,
he got more than that too, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I like Ron though.
To me, Ron, he embodied like real Florida shit, like what we consider real Florida shit. You know what I'm saying? Like talking that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On a beat that slide. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like Ron, and I think he got a little push behind him, but yeah, I wouldn't mind.
It's a Taz, LA.
Yeah, Ron Dollar, I wouldn't mind, seeing what we can do to help him out, like, for sure, because, like, he got talent for sure. Like, I think you got to be more active as far as, pushing these records, because he got a few that's.
I think that's everybody though. To me, cause I think a lot of our artist management is slipping. Like where's the really push, or even like the see the push? You know what I'm saying? Or to me, you really don't even see the push. I mean, QC doing what they can do, Bridging the Route, we doing what we can do, but it seems like it got to be, y'all got to put the gas on it, throw some, you know what I'm saying?
And I think some of that is like people just not knowing like the landscape right now as far as, the steps to take to push artists. Like, I think some people might be working on an older model where you don't even have to do that. Like now, you can put a strictly social media budget. Like, you can use pages like mine all over this country. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the thing. Like, we've been building these networks to where when I grab an artist, I already know what I'm gonna do with them. Like, I know who I'm gonna hit up in Texas. I know who I'm gonna hit up in Atlanta. I know who I'm gonna hit up in Cali. I know what kind of content I'm gonna send to them, you know, to try to get that artist on their radar. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. Like you said, I don't see that with any of the artists that we really have here.
And with that being said, okay, you can blast social media all you want to. I'm just saying, like, I love social media. That's cool, right? But at the same time, like you saying, if you putting them in them other areas, guess what y'all got to do? Now y'all got to go put 10 toes down in these areas to get y'all fan base established. Like, they got to move. They got to work. Y'all got, you know what I'm saying? Artists they got to work. They got to stop just putting these songs out and just think they're going to go. Because you got to, look, whatever you put in is what you're going to get out.
But like I said, like I think Nardo really is a good example because the way they moved with him, he got a couple of artist cosigns.
We know how that go.
You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, with one song, he big in Chicago. Mm-hmm. He had never been in Chicago. Mm-hmm. One of his first shows was in Chicago, like Jacksonville.
But can you explain that to them? Because I think I get what you're saying, but I don't think they see how that really works. Like the thought of how that worked.
Right.
Okay, so like you got Nardo Wick. We know what type of music he's producing. Mm-hmm. We know he's good. Let's get G Herbo to act like. Let's get G Herbo
to listen to
the song on live on his story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then so G Herbo saying, "Man, this Nardo Wick hard." In Chicago, where the type of music, Nardo slide right in there. Mm-hmm. And like he just saying, like Nardo hasn't even been in Chicago, but he's buzzing up there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? All of that that's kind of like planned and done intentionally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to start thinking like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant by
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's all. I didn't mean like like super old, but I'm just saying like. There's a way to
that's all, and that's what I'm saying.
There's a way to manipulate the system.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? That I don't see us doing a lot of here with our artists. But like Nardo was one example. Another one is Boston Richie. Like now he might have some street ties, you know what I'm saying, to where he might have actually knew some of these people. But
that's what Track Kimbo doing right now. That's what Track that Kimbo doing right now.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you mentioned him because I almost forgot, dog. But I talk to bro all the time, and it's like same thing. Like that's the formula that you see is actually working. If you got an image, like shit. If you get some of these people to co-sign your record and not like some generic like niggas be he put flame emojis in my comments. Like nah, nigga, like have them listen to the song. Yeah, that like it is like that's outdated. Like, if they listen to your song to where they fans feel like, damn, this organic. Like, who is this? And the song is good.
Yep.
I hate that. I hate that about rap, bro. I hate that.
It's what it is, though. Like, that's how you build stars. Like, people are influenced, especially fans. You got to think, some of these fans is 13, 14. They don't know none of this shit. They see Future listening to a song. They like, damn, I never heard this song before, but this shit hard. Who is that? Oh, that's this dude named Boston Richie from Tallahassee. Well, who the fuck is Boston Richie from Tallahassee? Now they searching. Yep. Now they a fan.
Yeah.
Fans are, that's what it is. Like we old enough to be like, oh yeah, okay, we know what's going on. But that's not like fans are fans. Like you gonna get these people, and by the time they build you up, then the rest of us we gonna come around. Be like, shit, that shit hard. It's hard. It's hard. I don't care who listen to it.
But like you say, is this generation thing. You know what I mean? Because that's they taste. You feel what I'm saying? So they know. They taste like, okay, that's cool. I like that. That's what's going to happen. Our taste might be like, it ain't so much, but if they loving it, hey, who's to say it's not good? You know what I mean?
You don't like that Boston Richie? That's what you're saying? You don't like the Bullseye song?
I don't.
I ain't really listened to it.
You don't like Bullseye?
You're turning me on to, I got to go to QC Media and check that out. You know what I'm saying?
Bullseye, I ain't gonna lie. He make that real trap music.
No,
bro.
Oh yeah, I like that song. The other songs I don't really.
Yeah, like Keep This in. Yeah, a lot of people
I don't really like
Keep
those songs.
Yeah, straight, but Bullseye to me was hard.
Yeah, Bullseye hard. Yeah,
saying 100,000. You know,
yeah. That's hard.
Did his thing on there.
But yeah, man. I think we did a good job today, right?
You ready to wrap it up?
We can wrap it up here, man. We're going on an hour 10.
Yeah,
it don't even feel like that though. Yeah, we can probably save it for part 3, man. Cause shit be happening, man.
We'll have more updates coming soon.
Yeah, for sure.
But like you said, Trapped Out Kimbo for sure. Like you asked me about artists that's right there. Like
Yeah, I seen him.
keep your eye on Trapped Out Kimbo. He already know what he doing. Like he got the next like 6 months already planned out for sure.
Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear.
So you gonna see him. You gonna see him doing his thing. And again, we don't ever talk about Doechii, but shit, she signed to TDE.
Yeah.
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if she end up on Kendrick Lamar album. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like she, you know, in Tampa don't. Just because she not because she not in the city dancing in the club.
We just talked about that.
You know what I'm saying? They be acting like she not from Tampa, but she's from Tampa. She just
and then when Doechii say Tampa drowning, they gonna be like, man, fuck Doechii.
Yeah.
But Doechii, they don't hear nobody talk about Doechii. But as soon as she not mention Tampa, y'all gonna be on her head.
Yeah,
like
and she be mentioned. She go out of her way to mention Tampa right now. So if she do turn her back on Tampa, I couldn't even be mad because she been trying to represent hard, and people don't be. I mean, she got fans here. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that, but you know, like it's certain groups of people that.
Well, if she signed to TDE, man, she must be. She got to be something.
She's phenomenal. She's a phenomenal artist. I knew that 3 years ago. Like she's a phenomenal artist. She was like a can't miss prospect. You know what I mean? Like she was a 5-star prospect, like LeBron James type.
Yeah.
Can't lose with her. Like she just had too much talent. She could sing, she could rap. She was charismatic. Like she looked like she kind of like how Nicki Minaj was like the personality where she went to acting school. You know.
Oh yeah,
those two kind of feel like the same thing. Like you could see her doing movies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So you know. We'll see what happens, but I definitely, you know, I support her 100%. I support all these artists. I just want to, you know, see the city win. But I think the city is actually, just to wrap it up, I think you're starting to see like an evolution where we're going into a different phase, and it may not be the phase some people want, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's, you know, there is some motion though, and we'll see how far they can take it. But,
I mean, it's their time though. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to look. Evolution gonna be evolution. Don't get it twisted. But it's just, you know, y'all still got to make stuff appealing. Everybody listens to music.
Yeah, that's 100%.
This is what I want to say, man. The unfair criticism of old niggas, right? I think people think that rap is a young man thing because of the how it started. Mm-hmm. It started with young niggas, like, you listening to it because when it came out, all these niggas was listening to like Barry White and all that shit. But the young kids were listening to rap because it was the new thing. Yeah. So then that's when it became, that young nigga shit. Yeah. But now, we done grown up.
I'm following.
You get what I'm saying? We done grown up and like this is our shit. You know what I mean? So like we can't keep referring back to niggas because they young and we just saying, oh, you young, so you know more than us. Nah, nigga. No, nigga. Because like, you follow me or I'm tripping?
No, I'm still with you. I'm still there.
So like if I could, what bothers me right now, if a nigga came out right now, he's 29 and he's still trying to pop his rap career, and he sound like the 17-year-old, he'll get so much criticism. But the 17-year-old get the credit of, he the young nigga. They know the wave. You get what I'm saying? That's not right.
But if the 29-year-old's rapping like a 17-year-old,
no, I don't even talking about rapping like him, but the ability is the same. Like the ability is the same. You just like, this young nigga know the wave though. But it's like 29 nigga, man, rap that shit up, man. Anybody try to hear that shit?
I mean, you got to think. Again, I look at it like sports, bro. It's like a franchise. Like, especially if you're talking about a label signing you. Like, not saying you can't get signed at 29, but like, it's like going to the NFL at 29 versus going at 18. Like, they not going to have that much time to mold you into shit. Like, they not going to have...
I disagree with that.
They not.
But no, the reason why the labels want you young, because they want you to be able to grow you into the bullshit-ass deals, and they know if you older, you
one thing. We ain't talking about that. Yeah, we got that.
29-year-old signing bullshit deals.
I'm saying that.
If you're an aspiring rapper at 29, you probably signing the bullshit deal.
But at the same time, they should know the difference between a bullshit and some. But what I'm saying,
I get what you're saying, though.
They not gonna question nothing, pretty much.
I can't say that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Much. Yeah, you can't say that though. I get what you're trying to say though, but you can't say that.
Because if you a 29-year-old rapper and you still ain't ever been signed, you probably, when you get that deal offer, you might know it's some bullshit, but you might be like, shit.
Depends on how long you been searching for that deal.
Where the next one coming from? You know what I'm saying? When you 17, 18, these boys, somebody say, oh yeah, I got 10,000 for like they know, okay, this label want me. That mean
Yeah,
the
nigga.
rest of them, they gonna keep
Boosie
coming.
tried Kodak like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel what you're saying, but I think it's a case-by-case basis. It depends on who they got in their corner. Like, if you 17 and you ain't got no kind of guidance, you just out here rapping by yourself, then yeah, you might get trapped into something, but people get trapped every day. But a lot of things with these labels, when they talk about trap, a lot of it is just niggas just don't understand, like, common sense. Like, if somebody give you a $50,000 advance, that's a loan.
Yeah, everybody know that's a loan.
You spend,
and that's how they need to look at the label.
But they don't think it like that. Yeah, they buy their $40,000 chain and then they don't make no money for the label and they wonder why they can't drop.
Yeah.
Because A, you're not finna make our money back if we do drop. And B, we not dropping you from the label until you give us our money back. Yeah. So that's why they be stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, if you got some money bit and a label give you $100,000, you better put that $100,000 up.
Yeah, but you gotta realize they got to pay they handlers too.
Yeah.
So that cuts it. Oh, that's just the business. So I'm gonna leave the business side.
Yeah. Shit, the game is the game, boy.
We can talk about this shit for a long time, man.
Yeah, the game is the game. That's all I say. But it ain't always a label fault. Sometimes,
it's
especially in this day and age, bro, you don't even need a label to get popping.
Yeah.
It's true. Like, that is so true.
You smart, you know how to handle yourself. Not just like I said, like I spoke on the social media side, but also the street side as well. Like, you take a trip, you take some trips to Atlanta, Houston, Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get your music, you can get the music to the DJs before you even get there. You know what I'm saying? You can make those connections and then go to the city. So you're not just handing the CD. Like, we not doing that no more. Mm-hmm. But you can build your own connection
with
as
that phone in hand. You got all the access you need to anything.
I'm telling you,
direct access from me to you.
So don't wait on no label. Like, I understand budgets. Like, labels do got that bag, but you know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes got that bag and don't know what to do with it either. So you just got to move smart and just keep moving. Don't stay stagnant. Like, if you're a Tampa rapper and you got hits in Tampa, take them out of Tampa. Like, Tampa done heard your music. Like, go somewhere else with that shit and get popping there. Don't stop.
So, Bridging the Rap Podcast, King Cut. Got Ed back there. Got J-Rod.
Yes, sir.
QC Media.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Yes, sir. I always forget that.
Another one.
Yes, sir.
I think we did good, guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Till next time, you gonna be back?
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Okay. Right around the corner. I don't stay far.
Okay. Bridging the Rap Podcast, man. Till next time, man. We out.
Yeah.